Hello and welcome. So, I know it's been a minute since I've posted a YouTube video, but today we are going to be posting a video playing Early Access Timberborn. This is a game off Steam. It is not free, but it does go on sale. It's a pretty much a beaver city building game, and let's get into it. They just did an update adding zip lines and tubeways, which I have used the zip lines, which I can show, but I have not used the tubeways. I'm going to be starting a new game today for YouTube, but we're going to go check on my current game. I have yet to beat any map. This is the closest I am um, to kind of completing all the steps you need. I still honestly have no idea. I'm still kind of learning and just going along. Normally I stream this, so if anybody's from stream, here is the current progress. I think we're about 80% of the way towards beating the game, if I remember right. This is my current world. This is the diorama map. And it's kind of becoming a little bit of a mess because as I'm waiting for the final building to be built, I just keep adding more and more stuff. Like, I just added these statues just for, like, looks. But this right here is the final monument. It's the Earth Recultivator. And so what this does is it sends out, distributes tree seeds across the Earth. When launched, makes the beavers in the area extra happy. And we're, like I said, we're at 80%. We're just waiting on treated planks. Um, Treated planks are here. So the only thing we really are waiting on, I think, is just actual planks. Oh no, we're at 1K planks. Let's see what happens. We're gonna, oh, I also, here's another good feature I made that we'll actually see in real time. So this is my dam that I had built. And what this does is this allows all the bad water will flow out the side and none of it will spread throughout the rest of the map. Um, because I have a whole waterway system that starts here and it goes and it drops over here, which is held by a sluice. And that drops down. You can see the water here at the top. Drops down into this channel, which then brings it on over to here. Drops down even farther and then comes over. It stops here and then drops down another layer into here. And then as you can see, I am currently doing this part of it so that way there will be water distributed absolutely everywhere. And then you can see here, this is the channel here that holds water that just kind of irrigates all of this. Where are we at here? Here we go. Yeah, and there's the sluices there that prevent any of the bad water from going in. And as you see, all the bad water flows out here. And this part here does get like affected in this part. One thing I have not been able to figure out is these. I put down the yeah, the contamination barrier, which stops soil contamination from spreading beneath it. Ground only must be built. They don't work. Maybe I gotta put them like surround it. I don't know. But all the bad water flows out. None of it goes into the actual place. But we have literally built just about everything. They have they have every one of these well-beings, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, they have every one of those. All of these decorations are around the map at some point or another. And then all of the monuments are actually down. As you can see here, I'm almost maxed out. This obviously, once that is done, the scarecrow, which I mean I don't really have a lot of maple pastries. Um, what are we waiting on? Maple syrup. Oh, so I have a group of trees here. I found, now this is another tip that I found. I found that if you don't let the trees be cut down, we'll look at the pine trees for instance. So it says over here in 12 days they can be cut down for 2 wood, or every 7 days they get 2 sap. So if you don't cut them down, every 14 days you get 4 sap, and that's just 2 days more from getting the 2 wood. So it's not really worth it. Um, For the pine sap, let me turn my storage on. Yeah, my storage is not the best. No judgment. But you see, I have pine sap, but no maple. So these guys here, I will remove. These are my. Oh, those are chestnuts. Where are my maples? Well, maybe I don't have any. Okay. So to solve that problem, I've swapped these around a few times. We'll get rid of these. And I know they're gonna work on that right away. And then we will drop some maples in here. And pretty much what's gonna happen is these will not be cut down, but every I don't know, what is the maple? Yeah, okay, so every 12 days you get 3, or every 28 days you get 6 logs. So these are gonna take some time to grow, but they should no, not him. Where the tapper? Yeah, the tapper should take care of that. If I wasn't so close towards beating this map, I probably would do a better storage system and kind of organize some of this stuff. But, I mean, if you guys look at my numbers, I have pretty much plenty of resources of anything I need. The only time I run out is when I need treated planks. Where is that at? Yeah, right here. I just can't keep up with the treated planks. Like everything else literally gets pretty much maxed out except for the treated planks, which is okay. But I'm gonna sit here for a moment and just kind of watch. We're just under 500 away, 500 treated planks away. And one thing I like to do sometimes, I'll pause a building and let the game run full speed, and then just kind of let the resources build up. So that way, when they build up a bunch of progress. Um, But, I mean, we'll see. I am going to go over, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And look, I saved it as fail. You can see all the different, all the cycles. The longest time that I survived before this, oh, no, was right around this cycle 9. I don't know if this was the one or not, but, yeah. Anyways, let's exit to the main menu, and we will get started here in a moment. Okay, so the map that I picked is a map that is part of Timberborn. So if you buy the game or play the game, you should recognize this map from the map list. Um, we're gonna call this Poo City because, as you see here soon, let me pause it. We are surrounded by bad water, which just looks like sewage water. I have never played this map before. I don't know what to expect. Let's see if we can find. So there's bad water source here. Bad water source here, which that seems to be, yeah, okay, so that seems to be the high point. So the game plan, you can see how there's an exit here. But so the game plan would kind of be to block this off, make it to where the water leaves, like exits over here somewhere, and maybe try like during a drought, try to block this off eventually. But we shall see. We got a lot of trees over here. There's some scrap metal and pine trees. There's some berries, which we'll be able to get to. And quite a bit of pine trees along in here. And there's some birch trees spread around. Um, I don't know what... I went with the regular beavers this time. I didn't want to do the steel tooth. I kind of want to master these guys first. Okay. So, to start out, we're just going to go ahead and mark all of these trees for cutting. I just marked the whole area, so that way if any trees are in that area, it cuts them. But, I mean, you can go through and click individually if you want. Obviously, I'm not going to get to these trees right away. Well, I guess there is a pathway up there. We know that we're going to be coming up here. I'm going to try to stay in the, kind of in the middle for right now, the path. I know it's probably not the most efficient, but I don't think anything I do is efficient. Let's see where that gets us food-wise. If you've never played this game, whenever you go to place something down, you will see that there is a blue barrier. And that pretty much shows anywhere that they can harvest. So you see I'm not quite covering up top here, if you look. So I need to get it somewhere higher up here. Okay, we'll see if this ugly monstrosity of a pathway will work. Not quite, but good enough. And then, right next to there, we're going to put a small warehouse. We're going to turn on our visual eyeballs, and we're going to select berries. And then we're going to start a path coming this way, just straight over, and throw down a lumber flag here. Come down right here along the edge. Get to as much of those as possible, and then we're going to throw another lumber flag right here, because this lumber flag, as you see, it literally covers everything. And then we'll let them do that. On this back side, wrong way, we'll go ahead and put 2 of those down. And then directly across from them, I'm going to put down 2 water containers. And then I'm going to let them kind of get to work. We're going to get, before we get houses, I think I am going to do some science too. Do 2 science. Honestly, maybe we're just going to build the housing district right. Maybe right here. Do that. Take some of these, I try to keep these close to the beaver guys, because these are the guys that are going to use these the most. These are the teeth grindstone, because you'll, every once in a while you'll see that they'll be injured and they'll have like a little logo above their head. Those are the guys that are going to need those the most. After that, now since there's water in between both of these, I'm probably going to do my farming up this way where I know there's always water. Because these are the water source blocks here. Oh, yeah, those are the water source blocks. There is none in this side. And I see that there's a scrap thing there, so we'll probably be damming this off eventually. Oh, and oh, okay. So there is a water source here, so we definitely need to block this off. So that will be nice. So we're gonna do a farmhouse. Let's see what. Yeah, we'll just do it right here for right now. And we're going to get just carrots down for right now. We just kind of fill it in there. And then I'm going to fill this in with carrots. And then we will... Nope. We'll place them over here. Where's that? We'll place them right here by the water. And we'll do just 2 little ones of carrots. And that should do pretty good. And I know these get kind of annoying seeing these all the time, and you can turn them off. There is a hotkey. What is it? Is it which one is it? Hold tab. Oh wait, maybe that's just, oh, I'm special. Okay, so hold tab. You can hold tab to see them if you don't want it on all the time. Okay, well, now I am just going to, I don't think there's anything else that I need to do right now. I got 12 homeless. These all hold 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. So we should be good there. We obviously won't be repopulating, but I'll be stacking buildings on this, so we'll get to that when we get to that. For right now, my water source is here. Yeah, I don't even really need to dam anything up because this is just gonna stay full. We're gonna, yeah, we're gonna do that and that, so that way those both, we'll just leave that at 2 builders for right now. I'm also going to do that, so that way they will for sure have some workers in there. But now that we're getting science points, the first thing that we're going to go for is the platform and then stairs. So we need 170 because that'll allow us to stack these apartment buildings. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move. I'm going to add 2 more storages. Actually, let's do 1 storage for berries over here. Oh, didn't mean to place that. Yeah, we'll place 1 storage for berries over there. We're just gonna go ahead and this will probably all change, of course, but need to get as much in as possible now. Let's go ahead and do. We're just gonna. Yeah, see, I'll need stairs to access any of these higher things, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Or to get down. Oh yeah, because look, I didn't even notice that there's a waterfall over here. So, I mean, technically, we could dam that off, and that'll stop the water from flowing out, but it won't really keep too much of a level. And I guess we can do, if we wanted to do a dam, we could do a dam here, and that'll also act as like a path crossing over. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I know I probably shouldn't waste the berries, but that's unfortunate. I want this to be a straight line, so we'll do that eventually when that moves. Let's go ahead and just get rid of. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. We'll put any pathways there that to help prevent it, because we won't really need the berries before too much longer. Yeah, look at them, just kind of, they're killing it over here. Let's go ahead and clear that. Yeah, he can reach pretty far. I'm honestly I'm surprised that there is. I'm surprised that any of that is green and not. Oh, well, I guess because it has the water source, it's like mixing. Yeah, that makes sense. I've never seen that on a map before. So I guess that would make sense on why some of this isn't quite dead. Like you can see how there's still some of this alive in like places, and that's just because of the water sources. I mean, technically, if we blocked this off, it would leak more that way than this way, but it would overflow here. I would have to do like a double wall. We'll see what happens once I unlock some of the, we're already up to 100 points. So we're gonna do the platform first, which I can't do until I get planks. Oh, that's actually gonna be. We're gonna have to probably use the mechanical pump of some kind and make like a water source that spins the water wheel. But for now, we will do planks the old-fashioned way with the hamster wheel. Where do I want to place this? You know, one thing I did not put down that I'm just not realizing is I didn't put down wood storage. Wood storage is very, very important. Um, I'm gonna try to. I want to try to make this place efficient because it's gonna be a challenge. But we're just gonna. There we go. And they'll start filling that up because I'm gonna need a second one of these for the planks. I guess we'll throw planks right there. And we're just gonna do this for right now. Because yeah, because of that. And then if anything, we will just do actually yeah, we're gonna need a lot of planks. One of my biggest issues on the other map was running out of planks. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. And that will be plank right there. Get some planks going. Because we need to get some more beavers so we can start multiplying like anytime now. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then over here, it's gonna be our first set of stairs. And I am not placing the other, I always place the buildings first. And I'm not doing it until I have a full pathway, just so I don't have to see the notification saying, hey, why don't you have, like, nothing is connected, blah, blah, blah. It gets annoying. And we're going to come down this way. And we'll just connect all of this, because then I can put more storage on top of these. And have more storage on top. I can do my rooftop terrace if I need to. We shall see. We'll let these all run for a little bit and go from there. The carrots are started. Dude, we got plenty of berries right now. Got plenty of water. We're actually doing really good for just starting out. I've lost games faster than this. We're going to empty this. We'll move this guy here. Yeah, they'll pick those berries up. Yeah, because there's not that many berries. I mean, some of them are going to regrow, but pretty soon we'll be moving into cooked potatoes and stuff like that while trying to keep while trying to grow everything. We'll do a couple rows of everything eventually. The more carrots we start out with, the better off we will be, because I do not want my guys starving or running out of food or water anytime soon. We're already moving right up on the on the happiness, but that's easy at the start of a game. I do run them at full speed a lot, so if you are new here, get used to that. That's a problem of mine if I'm being honest. But I do need them. I want them to finish this side first, so they'll before they do any of this other stuff, so that way I can start placing houses. Well, I guess now I can place. Um, I can almost unlock the double lodge. We're just gonna. We'll do the double lodge next. See, they built what? I don't like when they do that, but it'll be okay. It's almost done. That's the messages I didn't want to see. But I'm assuming it's just because we don't have the planks to finish these, because these take planks. Yeah, we'll get there. And just keep fast forwarding our way through it. Any other well-being? We got the campfire, got those. Next, let's unlock a medical bed. So that way if anybody gets hurt, they can be taken care of right away. And we're gonna tuck these away over here. Which I'm sure a lot of this will change later on, but oh, we can extend this now. We're just gonna go all the way up along the edge as far as we can. Okay, so we're running out there, so I'm gonna place this down. Prioritize, and we're gonna delete that. Because now this building isn't connected. Oh, whoops. There we go. So now they almost reached the end over there. I prioritize that. They're gonna go over and start building on those right away. Yes, they are. Okay. Okay. Look, they're connected to their houses. So, on top of these houses, what are we at? We're at 117. I don't have enough for that. That's okay. So we'll wait, because I am going to do... You know what? Maybe I'll do... We'll just do another set like this. We'll just go to right there for right now. And I will come down off of this way. Because then on top of that, we'll do like some rooftop terrace or something, and then maybe some roofs, some of the roof things eventually. Make it look all nice and fancy. So, right now, I mean, we're making decent progress. We got 400 food, 246 water. I'm going to let it stockpile here soon. This guy's going to be out of work. We do need to unlock the forester. Let's actually do that. Trying to see where, like... Okay, so that comes down to the stockpile there. I wish I could see... Here we go. There, let's... Yeah, and it goes about in range with that. So we're going to clear this area. I prioritize, because we're going to be out of wood here soon. Well, not soon, but soon enough. Carrots are starting to fill up. We're doing pretty good, especially for running them at full speed. I run this game at max speed a lot, which I'm sure I'm probably not going to do once I switch to hard mode, but... Okay, so... I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I hold my finger on the screen so I know where my limit is, because sometimes it gets really hard. We'll do birch there. Um, we'll do a couple rows of pine. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of pine. We'll do 4 rows of chestnuts, which obviously there's going to be some other ones growing in between. It is what it is. We'll do 4 of maple, and then we'll do that in oak. Which I hate when it does, like when I hate that it doesn't replant those. Like you have to select it at first, if that makes sense. That was the maple, right? Where does it go to? Right to the back of there. I'm not going to do these ones up here, but I will do these. And as these keep going out, I will just keep planting new birch in. So this is all birch eventually. I'm not going to place any dandelions down or any berries just yet. I'm going to stick with doing the carrots, because eventually this collector is not going to be here. These berries will all be gone. Okay. Almost got the first dam. Here's the drought, so we'll kind of see what happens on a drought in just under 3 days. And guys, if you've made it this far into my video, which will be shocking, I am not a YouTuber. I have no idea what I'm doing. Any tips or tricks or recommendations down below would be much appreciated. Much appreciated it. That made so much sense. I forgot to do my path. I want to keep it along the edge. I'm going to go ahead and high prioritize these. Here we go. Yeah, I forgot about my path. I do that a lot, and then I have to go back and delete stuff. So, welcome to the shit show. I keep putting the path here, by the way, because like I said, these guys will drop seedlings if you leave an open spot, whether they're marked for destruction or not. What was that? That was the chestnut tree. And once you get this, you won't have to do it again. It's just a start out thing. Like keep filling in. Like all of these eventually, like I don't know, the water level's probably not gonna drop too low, but they will go through, yeah, and replant all of those. But these ones that don't have anything under them, they will not replant. That's why I just keep filling them in, because otherwise this spot is not marked with anything. Now, as big as this map is, I'm already getting to red, and I'm not even that far away. So we're definitely going to have some districts going on here for sure. Yeah, see, there's nothing to do in range. You can't cut those down. Okay, we're just going to delete. And then I will mark. Don't want to destroy the stairs on accident, because I don't want to place new ones just yet. We'll get rid of all these. There's no point in having any of them here. We'll get rid of all of it. Same thing with these. Get rid of all those stupid stumps. Even though we could place paths on them, I'll let them do it eventually. Just running full speed. Oh, okay, look, nice. So we have this too done. I didn't think about. Let me slow it down for a second. Nope, not that. We'll do nope, not that one either. We're just gonna double stack the same resource. And then no, I'm not gonna add any more water for right now. But I'm curious to see what happens. We already have enough. I'm gonna unlock the levee because I want to block this off. And I'm not gonna block it off right here just yet. I need to make it across first. Well, to save from having to use these planks, I'm gonna use these small warehouses. If you don't know, you can place them down in water, use them as a pathway, and then just delete them afterwards, and they're way cheaper to use than your traditional platform at the start of the game, because it only takes 3 logs instead of 6 planks. Which, yes, I'm making planks. Do I want to use them? No. So, and we'll high prioritize this, and they should move right along eventually. Because if I block this, since this has a water source underneath of it, eventually this will start filling up with water, and this will start flowing out between here and here. So that'll be the goal. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that. But I'm going to low prioritize. Well, I'm gonna do very low. We'll do low and very low. We're just gonna do them all very low. Actually, we'll do all of it very low. So that way, they shouldn't build it first. But we'll see. Oh yeah, look, I got more to fill in. Bam. Yeah, because if it, I know it doesn't make sense, but if these aren't down, they will not replant anything. It would be a nice feature if the forester, like when it's seen something like this, it would replant that, but it does not do that. Which, I mean, it kind of does make sense, but I guess maybe that's just me being picky. Okay. All right, so I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna time lapse. Let me turn that off. Oh, look, it's already over. Yeah, we're gonna start filling that in anytime now, and then that's gonna block all this off. Oh, I can also do this. Just to get to the other side. I thought I seen somebody was hungry, but it might have just been a temporary thing because we have plenty of food. Yeah, these guys are thirsty, but that's just from them running around so fast. We're also gonna put it back down to 16 hours. I'm gonna get one of these medical beds prioritized at least, so that way there's no injuries. Oh look, and we're already starting to pop babies out. There's unemployed beavers that are unhappy. You know what? Let's just go ahead. I'm gonna make those temporary, so that way whenever there are beavers, because once these are built, there's gonna be way more babies, and we will get them set away. Now, as you see, where's that? The poo water is flowing through the building, but it still counts as a building. Like, you can literally select a resource if you wanted, and they would use that as a thing. We're just going to have to deal with the error messages at first. It'll be okay. Alright, so we're just going to speed this up and time-lapse it, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll slow down the time lapse right here for a second. So this one is almost done. You know, one thing I was thinking about, there's an occurrence called bad tides, and what that does is all of the water source produce bad water. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Um, hmm, that's gonna be interesting to figure out later game. That might be the end of us. I don't know what's gonna happen when that happens. I really don't. But see, okay, so now that these guys are here, I thought about this. I'm gonna keep, we'll stop two of them. So that way it's still open, and we'll do that during the drought because I don't have a way of curing them if they get infected or sick from the bad water. So I think we're literally just waiting on. Do we have any? We do have a jobless beaver, so let's go ahead and do. Hmm. That way he has this. Who is this? That way, Asnu. Wait, I don't know how you say that, but that way he has some help. Oh, hey, and patch our oak tree. There we go. Patch the rest of those birch trees, except for this one. Get out of here. Yeah, because we're gonna need the lumber, the wood, because each one of these takes 12, which I mean isn't too bad, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 times 12 is at 144. So we're gonna need quite a bit of logs. And as you see from our overflowing stockpile, we are poor. Um, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna build it, but for right now, this guy is only gonna do berries. And I will add berries into there. And then this spot over here, I'm gonna do, well, he'll prioritize berries, and I'm gonna do a few dandelions, because this guy here will collect berries, dandelions, and chestnuts. Um, oh, hey, you know, you kinda need the pathway here too, buddy. Oops. So that's okay. We'll get to that. So we're gonna do dandelion storage right here. We'll just double stack. Um, dandelion. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because this is coming right along. You know what? Um, let me pause these actually, real quick. So that way they'll prioritize like building the planks and stuff, so that way they can finish this. And we're gonna keep the speed just maxed out. For at least 90% of this gameplay is gonna be sped up. Dude, we're already killing it on science points. I don't know why I looked at the new zip line. We can't do any of that yet. Something I feel like we are gonna need soon. Oh, excuse me. Are gonna be the overhangs, which takes metal block. Um, okay. Um, hmm. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and unlock the gear. We're not going to place it yet because I don't need gears. Ooh, we can start unlocking power. That's what we'll do. And then we'll save up for the 1.4K for the large. Because, what does this require? 50 horsepower. If I go into the power, this provides 150. Wait, before I do that. 20, yeah, so I almost made a mistake and deleted it before I had 20 planks. So we'll wait until we're kind of caught up on some stuff. Literally just waiting on planks. Which that, in turn, is waiting on wood. Yeah, so maybe we'll do a district here. And then we'll do a district somewhere in this area. Over here somewhere. Like maybe up here or something that will like do the scrap metal and stuff to trade in between. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought there was bad water coming up in there. I didn't even pay attention that there's an underpass. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna handle that, but... Because I'm assuming the future goal here, let me toggle water, is gonna be, obviously, to control this, and then that'll give us a lot of area. We could, like, dam around here. We can either build here, or we could dam around here and fill this with water. We'll see in the future. But, I really need them to focus on doing these. Literally just waiting on wood. 65%. These are ready to be cut down. You know, oh, you don't reach. Well, that's a shit show and a half. We're just gonna get rid of those. How are these coming along? These are about 50%, which is gonna be really nice because that's a lot of wood. That is a lot of wood. Yeah, so I guess we're really just waiting because I don't want that built yet either, so we're gonna pause that. We got our little dam going over here. I eventually need to get over to here and build a dam too. Can we do that actually? Oh, okay, or not. I don't know how far, can I do that? I'm gonna add temporarily a warehouse here. Because if I do that, that'll allow me to add a pathway, and the pathways, from my understanding, even though it is red, it allows them better access to like get to something. But we're still just waiting and waiting. I'm actually gonna just, we'll cut that off so they don't even worry about that over there right now. I want them to really focus on doing this. I don't know why we're having such a hard time with growing some trees. Ooh. I just realized that I was muted for a big part. Okay, so I just explained about how I didn't want them to finish building this because if they touch this water, it gets them sick. And then I finished that. I talked some more crap, and then I made a very, very, very funny joke that everybody should laugh about taking the Browns to the toilet bowl once this shit waterfall starts. We're gonna call it Poo Falls over here. Super funny the first time I said it, I promise. So just laugh and agree with me in the comments down below. But as you can see with the water mechanics of this game, you can literally see, oh, calm down. You can literally see the water level rising. So it's going to be overflowing anytime here, and it should be pretty freaking great. Or it's going to be very anticlimactic, and we'll go with it. So there's our poop mountain. And it shouldn't fill up any higher than that. But as you see here, if you see the little pixel gap, it's right at the bottom. Or right above it. There we go. Now you can see. It's not, it's like literally 1 or 2 spots above. So that would be just enough to leak over. But now look at this. So this is going to stay down at this level because of here. But what we're waiting on is eventually this is going to fill up with these water sources. This is going to be clean water. And then all of this, you'll see the transformation as this starts to turn green. Oh, wait, hold on. I should probably unpause these. We'll let him build up for a little bit. Let me go ahead and place housing back. And then we'll just keep on trucking for a little bit. And eventually, you'll see this start turning blue, and all of this is going to start turning, like a lot of this is going to start turning green. I don't know if all of it will, but a lot of it up top should. Oh, whoa, hold up. We're running out of water. Why are we running out of water? We're not. Just 30 and 30. Okay. See, that takes gears. We're just going to put down... We'll put down a couple more. We'll unpause that, and I'm going to go ahead and connect that back, so maybe they'll start doing this stuff over here if I prioritize it. Yeah, good enough. Here, we'll sit at this view so you can see them build through the time lapse. And then we'll see how this does here. Like, you'll be able to see. I wish there was a way, as far as I know, there is not a way to tell the water consistency. Like, if it's poo water or if it's clean, like, what the contamination level is. The sluice does have the option if you place one down. I'm not going to do it right now, but it does have the option to close or auto open during, like, if the water is a certain contamination percentage. But I don't know if there's a way to tell beforehand, like without that. See, I actually just about messed up. Hold up. Hold up. Because I was just about to put dams in here. These need to be, or levees, these need to be dams. Yeah, they need to be dams. That way water can still go through because I don't want it to overflow. Yeah, that was about to be fun. Dams, not dams, not levees. Levees fully block it off, dams do not. Why are you guys thirsty? It's There's 150 water, 400 food. We're doing okay. Take a break. Maybe I'll put them down to, we'll put them at 16 hours. And just let it run. Oh, he tired. Okay. I was like, what is that? I mean, we're doing good on beavers. We have 21 adults and 4 babies. Still no signs of life. Oh yeah, it is. Look. Oh, look at the inside of the water. It's about to start coming up over the top anytime now. Like it's slowly turning green under the water, so the outside should be there soon. I wish I could zoom out more, but that's the farthest I can zoom out. The future, I do see plans of there being a massive like dam here that holds water. We'll see. Okay, so they're almost done over here. Let's go check on that. They're definitely making some progress here. Because we can get rid of these once they freaking once that's done. Okay, so we can get rid of that, that building, because they'll be able to reach that from the stairs. We're just gonna get rid of those. Oh, I didn't mean to pause, and we'll keep going. Because what that's going to allow it to do is it's going to make this fill up a little bit more, because you see it's not quite at the top. This will cause them to fill up until it runs over here. So it keeps it at like 75. Watch. We'll actually come to this side. Hold on. Yeah, once it gets up to that level, it'll start flowing over the top. Eventually. Anytime. There we go. Even though it's not technically, doesn't look like it's flowing over the top, but it is. Okay. And now, oh, look at this. We're starting to get a nice green ring around the edge. This is still blocked off and running all over the place. And I guess, so you can see the difference. You can tell this water is mixed with water and poo water, and this is just straight poo water. So, you know, let's do this. Another good way to tell that I found, is the showers. So the beavers like having wet fur. And these showers, if you place them down, they will not work if there is any kind of contamination in the water. So that'll be a good way to tell. Oh, that might not be that might not be good. I guess we can start we're gonna do pass and structures. Nope, landscaping first. I need to do a levee. Yeah, let's do... Nope, not the floodgates. We're going to do a levee, and then a dam on top. And I am going to do that. We'll just get rid of... okay, so then we'll just get rid of this. There we go. Do a little pathway there. That way, this will start filling up once it's clean water. Because, like, it's getting close, because it's almost all green, but it needs some, it has some raising water levels it can do. Yeah, see, this building is blocked by bad water. So, and I mean, you can definitely see the difference, how it's getting more water-like instead of bad water-like, but you can still see some of the brown. But that's okay. We are saving the planet one lake at a time. And you know, honestly, I'm just gonna do... because... why not? I wonder if I put a beaver hut out all the way out here, if it'll actually work. I don't know. We shall see. It's really far away. Oh, look, this guy started. Okay, let's do some... hold on. There, we'll throw that little hiccup there. Because I don't want to bring a path all the way from here, because that's just going to extend it even further. Oh, we're slowly doing it. But that is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. As a recap, we have housing. We can fit, we have 34 beds, well, 36 beds, 34 beavers, 9 jobless beavers, but we will address that in the second episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It does look like I'm going to need another lumberjack, so I'm actually going to place that down as I exit. Yeah, because look at all the trees. But, anyways, we managed to block off one bad water lake. Made our little poo slides over here. And on this side, we are slowly resurrecting this lake and turning it from poo storage to... I don't even know, a good one for water. But, we're getting there. Thank you guys if you guys have made it this far. Comment down below. And let's see, comment. Comment kumquat down below, and I will name a beaver after you. And if you know the reference to that, then throw a couple laughing faces in. If you don't, you can just tell me I'm slightly stupid in the comments down below. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Please, please, please drop a like and subscribe. It helps. Every single one helps. I appreciate all of you guys.